sign on the dotted line. Can't find my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. You're ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Let's go.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And his first look is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. On a slant, he's got Sanders. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
43.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play.
And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, third and long. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Mahomes will throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a toss here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will stop right around the 25. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins from 8 yards out. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Mahomes to throw once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. They'll go again with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship. And he loses the football a 2nd time, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, red light.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster, 30 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and that's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure.
Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Darius Slay with a pick. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Right back to Sanders on first down. Down to the 42, second down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.